All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome into a special episode of a call-in show with the Soul Sartorialist. Today we have on a gentleman who is new to the professional world. And if you could mute his mic for just 1 second while we're getting him ready to do that on the call-in show. He's transitioning from a different industry, from a more hands-on industry, blue-collar industry, to more tech-focused industry. And so today, on the Soul Sartorialist live call-in show, we're going to kind of go over those together. Hey, Ya, kind of introduce yourself. So, what's your age, sir?
Hi, how you doing? My age is 35,
Nice.
and
And where you located?
I am located in Florida.
Nice, man. So, in your 30s, located in Florida. Kind of shoot with your questions. What do you have for the Soul Sartorialist today?
Yeah, I got a couple questions here, man. They might be some good ones. As someone new to tech, how important is image really, and where do most people get it wrong?
Yeah, it just depends on what you're doing in tech. There's a wide variety of different roles that are available to you in tech. So it just comes down to if you're people facing or if you're doing more behind the scenes. So my question to you would be, are you people facing sometimes? Do you have to do Zoom meetings? Do you have to network? Kind of talk to me a little bit about what your role currently. You don't have to give a title or specifics, but you want to protect your image, but kind of tell me a little bit about what you do and how often are you visible?
Okay, so yeah, so as you know, I'm in tech. Our day to day is just daily meetings, and we just do like Microsoft Teams or Zoom, and basically we just come up with like business plans and discoveries, and sometimes we have to lead some of these discovery sessions just to know what we're actually migrating or what we're actually troubleshooting in certain applications. Yeah, so
Nice. Okay. So is your culture in your company a camera on culture or is it camera off culture?
it's mostly camera off. Sometimes we'll have camera on, just depending on the meeting.
Okay, gotcha. And excuse me, guys, we're on the show. It is about to be a winter storm, so we got all the heaters and everything in the apartment complex just going off. Everything is just going crazy. So, okay, gotcha. So camera off. You're doing Zoom stuff, but you said you also are leading discussions. When you're doing those discussions and you're leading them, is the camera still off, or do you have to be a camera on for those?
Both, either one. It doesn't really matter because a lot of our cameras are mostly off. But if it's like a very important client, then we'll have our camera on. Just for
So okay,
professional purposes.
so cool. So generally, it's more relaxed, but in really high impact situations where you're dealing with an important client, you have to be camera on. So in that situation, I would say your wardrobe is extremely important, especially. And you said what's your title?
I'm a cloud migration engineer.
Okay, cloud migration engineer. So as you work your way up to becoming a director or a manager or a person who has leadership situations, you might be invited to certain events. That could be domestically, globally, representing your organization or meeting these high, customers. And when we talk about customers, it could be a couple $1 million a year that they're spending and using your services for. So in that situation, your wardrobe is extremely important. And as a man who is transitioning from a more non-technical world, I would suggest to you really working on your basics, getting a basic understanding of what a business casual environment, typically in tech, you're going to have a business casual type scenario. So that means like some slacks. That means like some khakis. That means appropriate fitting button-down shirts. You don't always have to be a shirt and tie, but you want to be polished, but more relaxed in a way. So that includes cardigans. That includes sweaters. That includes those type of things, and even some nice quality dark denim, those type of things. So yeah, does that answer your question?
Yes, that really does answer my question because I was always curious on what type of clothes because mostly I wear like dress shirt and make sure my hair is fully groomed, beard is fully groomed because most of my coworkers and also someone on my team are mostly like casual based. So I'll say a little bit too casual,
Yeah.
but that's just I was just curious like how I fit into that environment. Which will be more important.
For sure, especially as you move yourself up into the leadership position and you're having more conversations and you're part of decision-making situations, you do want to present yourself well. And I'm glad that you're already grooming yourself. Another thing that you want to focus on is also your skin, making sure that your skin is not too dry, making sure that your colognes, are not too abrasive, because some people are allergic to those things. So when you're in meetings and you're meeting different people in different groups, you do want to make sure that those type of things are not too strong. So a light smell is great, but you don't want to overdo it with the smell, but make sure that you're exfoliated. You don't look, ashy, so to speak, depending on your cultural background. But yeah, man,
True.
what else you got for me? Yeah. What else on this call-in show with the Soul Sartorialist? What else do you have for us?
Yeah. And I think this one's a very, very important, one of my very important questions. How should a new professional in tech think about dressing for credibility without looking or trying hard? Because there are times, I'll be on the meetings and, I want to look my best, but I also don't want to look like too much like too stiff, or like I'm uncomfortable, or look like that I'm like too nervous.
Yeah. And to reiterate, like I said before, like if you do some really nice, well-structured button-down shirts. And when we talk about button-down shirts, it don't have to be dress shirts. It could be patterns. So shirts that you wear outside of your pants. So you won't be tucking it in, so to speak. Now, if you're a tucker, you like to tuck them in, great. But there's other shirts that you may not necessarily tuck in, but you can elevate that look. And the way you're going to elevate that look is by having an appropriate shirt that fits correctly. You do not want to have a situation where you have a whole bunch of shirt meat. And when I say shirt meat, it's funny because you don't want to have a whole bunch of baggy blousingness. You don't want your shirt to be so baggy and so all over the place that it looks like you could be Superman if they throw you out a window.
Yeah, that's true.
You want it to fit your profile appropriately. Some guys are a little bit more huskier. Some guys are a little bit more thinner. So everybody's body is different. And so finding the appropriate type of fit that's going to fit your silhouette, whether you wear it, tuck it in or tuck it out. And so, yes, there's ways to look sharp and polished without having to do that. Another way you could do that is having some well-fitting slacks. You don't want them to be too baggy. You don't want them to look like you got two extra, you could fit two extra people in them, right? You want them to be appropriate to your leg style, to how thin your legs are, to how wide your legs are. And by doing custom clothing, that's what I do, is a way that we can assist and help you as well. So yeah, man, you can definitely do it. You don't have to always be in the shirt and tie like me. But there's ways you can do that. And even with your polos, making sure they fit appropriately from the armhole. You don't want the polo to be super spacey, where again you can fit another person in it, but you want it to be nice and tailored, appropriate to your shoulder type, right? So that's something else I would suggest as well. And also your shoes. You don't have to be wearing some slippery Earls or hard bottom dress shoes, but you could do some all white leather shoes, all black leather shoes. Are you going to a business meeting? Are you just networking with friends? Are you going to a bar? What is this environments that you're in? So those different environments are going to dictate what'll be appropriate. So think about it. The more sophisticated and posh the environment, the more you should elevate your look. So if you're just going to a local brewery and networking, a nice button down, nice pair of denims, that dark denim that fit you correctly. Don't go light or washed or holes in the pants, but a nice dark denim with a nice pair of loafers or a nice dress shoe could really help you out. And again, at the White and Simmons Advisory Group, my company that I own, the Soul Sartorialist here, hate to necessarily plug myself, but that's what I do. I can help and assist you with finding the appropriate. So let the event in a location tell you what you need to do. But if it's a gala that you're going to, where everyone's dressed up, obviously you don't want to be wearing a Nike sweatsuit, right? So it's going to change. So think about environment, think about the weather, and think about the people that are there as well. And that should help you kind of get a nice outline of what's appropriate for the way that you present yourself. What else you got for me, Ya?
That's very good, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
My next question is, what's the fastest way to align your personal brand with the level you want to reach in tech?
For sure. A thing that I hear a lot from customers and clients that I deal with, naturally, what we're all going to do is go to the mall and a store. And there's a disadvantage of doing that. You may not necessarily have the level of expertise. You may not have a person who truly understands what's appropriate for you as regards to a color analysis. The advantage of going as a professional who is trying to do that is getting a wardrobe professional, a person that'll do a real color analysis, because as a darker skinned person like myself, there are certain colors that work. And then for my lighter tone brothers, my vanilla brothers, there's a different tone. And then for my brothers from other cultures, whether that be an Asian American or Latino American or other cultures, there are certain colors and things that look good on you, and even patterns. So I would suggest going and getting a color analysis from a professional image consultant. Go on the website, look at their case studies, look at people the references, look at what they do and their taste level, because just because you go to a wardrobe professional, their taste level may not be connected to yours, right? You don't want to get with someone that thinks yellow and purple and polka dots is appropriate. Maybe that works in Miami or in other states, but in certain professional environments that may not work. So you want to start from the foundation, your skin color, your body type, a person that understands your individual differences that can make a wardrobe work specifically for your body. So yes, if you want to one up and get to the next level, I would suggest trying to find a wardrobe professional that can assist you. And a person that you vibe with, talk to them, go on a consultation. You don't have to pay for anything up front, but get to see if that's the type of person that you want to do business with.
Nah, that sounds great, man. That sounds great. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, I have two more questions. Um, what silent signals are hurting new tech professionals without them realizing it?
Yeah, can you repeat that for me again? What was the question you had?
Yeah, what silent signals are hurting new tech professionals without them realizing it?
Yeah, silent signals like, for instance, your hair is dry, you got a lot of dandruff, your skin looks very dry, your clothing looks like you don't steam them or iron them. So if you have very wrinkly clothes, you may think, yeah, I'm in a rush, I got to make it to this meeting or make it to this event, but you didn't take the time to make sure your clothes weren't wrinkly, or you didn't have that, Chipotle spill on your clothing, right? So taking the time to really check yourself 2 and 3 times before you leave, those are the things that may hurt you. And even if you go into a work event and instead of dressing up with, a sport coat and some nice slack and denim, you might throw on some basketball shoes and some athletic tech. I think the athleisure is a way, especially if you're trying to get into more senior roles, is not necessarily the best, because the material, the fabric, and depending on where you're meeting your clients, if you're in Florida like yourself, if it's very hot, some of that athleisure can hold smells. So if you rushed out of the workplace and you're not smelling your best, that may hold up, and you're shaking hands and you're getting to know people, and they're like, and you smell like the back of a bakery or a dumpster. People may not want to be around you, man. So yeah, smell, the little details are really matters, and you're just making sure that you look appropriate and just double checking yourself before you leave. What else you got?
Yeah, no, I agree with that, and especially in Florida weather, like the heat is like really crazy. All right.
Yeah, you don't want to smell like a onion and onion bagel, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, my last question is: if someone is early in tech and on a budget, what should they invest in first to look and feel credible?
Yeah, invest in the basics, man. Like you said, you don't always have to wear a suit all the time. So I would strongly suggest not getting a suit. You don't have to get a suit, but I would suggest, if you have the finances to do it, get a nice navy blue blazer, a really good foundational piece that you can wear jeans with. You can wear or denim. You can wear slacks with. You can wear 3 or 4, 5 different pairs of pants with. You can wear it with a shirt, a t-shirt, a really nice luxury t-shirt. When I say luxury, you don't go get a Fruit of the Loom. You go to a place like Banana Republic, and they have the thicker collars that are appropriate, that won't sag down and look baggy. So the navy blue blazer is a great staple piece to start with. A good pair of dark denim and a good pair of khakis that fit you correctly, that aren't too tight on the ankle, they're not high waters, but they're a good fit for your body type and body style. And then I would say invest in a really good 2 or 3 button downs to kind of start. Good quality, not wrinkly. Don't get the ones that are intentionally wrinkly or look distressed. No, get something that fits well, looks good. There's a wide variety of ways you can do it. We here at the White and Simmons Advisory Group, there's a wide variety of ways and type of button downs that we can custom make for you, depending on the buttons, the colors, the fit that you want. But you can easily go to a wide variety of different stores, and I can give you advice on that as well. If you don't have the price point that I have for the custom garments and you can't afford that, I can definitely give you some advice on some specific brands that I trust the quality. Company like Leadberry, based in Virginia, well respected, well made. Sid Mashburn, great Southeast company that makes some stuff. I bought many different items from them. Sid Mashburn, really great company. So yeah, man, invest in that navy blue, nice pair of dark denim that you can dress up or dress down, nice pair of khakis, and maybe if you have it, a nice pair of black shoes, dress shoes that are comfortable, not shoes that are stiff. I would say you invest a little bit more there. You don't go to a DSW. You want to go to a real men's shop. In the Southeast where I'm at, we have a place called McFadden's in South Carolina. That's a really great place. Men's shop. You walk right in. They can fit you for some really good quality shoes. And if you look at the bottom of the shoes, they'll typically have a sole that can be replaced. You'll see some tacks at the bottom where they can easily, it's not glued together. It's not fused together, but it's literally a heel that you literally can take the nails out of and replace the heel. That's a sign of a more quality heel. And typically you're going to pay anywhere between $300 to $600. Again, you're in tech, you do pretty well, right? Especially at your title, you can afford a nice $300 to $600 pair of shoes to do that. But yeah,
I agree.
yeah, was that helpful for you? Yeah.
No, that was very helpful. I really appreciate that, Solomon, man. Like, thank you very much, man. Because it's very important that I work in the corporate world, look my best, look sharp, and be taken serious. So that's basically
Sure.
all the questions. Yeah, I really appreciate all the advice you gave. And then
Yeah, the audio's going out a little bit. Yeah, I hear it said you appreciate the advice, but yeah, man, that's what we're here to do at the White and Simmons Advisory Group LLC. Phil Sartorius is here to assist and help you. And my company, we're happy to listen and help you guys. If you're a young professional recently transitioning into these type of roles, like Yah here, we're happy to assist and help you, give you a game plan, get to know you, and see if we can provide a game plan for you to build that professional wardrobe. So as you continue to scale your career and to become even more successful like Yah here, you'll be able to do that. So folks, I'm going to have a link directly to our website of how we can assist and help you. And if there's any other questions, feel free to put that in the comments. And we'll do this call-in show. I'll provide an email for you guys here shortly as we continue to do that. And so that you guys can send in stuff, right? So this was a person that was referred to me. So I wanted to give him an opportunity to call in and to talk to me. But yeah, we'll put that in the link here too as well, where you can reach us at the White and Simmons Advisory Group. You can send in your questions and even come on for a live call-in show, and we can do the same for you as well. So thanks for coming on, guys. We look forward to talking to you soon, and I appreciate all that you do. And we are out.